Yeah, let's see if anybody even comes in. So I went up to her and I said, "Excuse me, can I smell your coochie?" And she was like, "No." And I was like, "Well then, it must be your socks." I love that. I don't know why that does it for me. Jenna P. Fish Dreams. Hello, hello. What's happening? Hi, Jenna. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and the kids are doing well. Are the kids done? Is it summer there yet? I mean, it probably feels like summer. When are you done? Wow, wait. What's up, Sam? What's up, Sam? And hi, Fish Dreams. I think I said hi. It can't, is it? No, it can't be summer yet, right? It's not even June. It's almost June. Very soon. Soon it will be June. June is soon. The Chicago Cubs have something called the June swoon, where every June they don't do well. Uncle Smiley's here. What's up? Oh, that was weird. Oh, May 20th. All right. I'm a little out of touch, right? I mean, my youngest is in his 20s now, so you guys got any plans for this summer? You going on a trip or anything? You gonna go anywhere? Uncle Smiley is Joel. I didn't know. What? I guess I assumed your name was Smiley, which is just, stupid, but kids are out here. Kids are out here. Damn kids. They're out there too. I have no idea if it's I don't think it is. I think we go later. Family vacation to Atlanta. What's in Atlanta? If I'm just being nosy. Is that no, that's not the island place that Steven's family goes to, right? That's not that one. Isn't that in like South Carolina or something? I've forgotten so much. Shifting gears real quick. We lost Vibes, as you guys all know. That was just heartbreaking. Vibes and I weren't close by any means. I always liked him. I always thought he was a good person and enjoyed his content. And but man, so shocking that somebody so young, and at a wedding, and just, oh my God, that just whole thing was horrible. Eddie, I got to meet Eddie twice, both times at the Keystone Clash. Always enjoyed hanging out with him. Always had fun. He was always smiling, always laughing. Just a good guy from what I knew of him. Again, I didn't know him that well. There's a lot of people. Todd was very close with him, and I know a lot of other people here super close with him. And my condolences to everybody that lost a friend or a family member, whatever. That I was shocked by that one. I didn't think it was real at first. Yeah, that was tough. So my condolences to those of you that lost a good friend. So Georgia Aquarium, World of Coca-Cola, Slime Museum, and just relaxing. World of Coca-Cola. I didn't know that was a thing. Is it like a amusement park, like in Hershey, Pennsylvania? They've got Hershey Land or Hershey World or whatever. And there's rides to go on, and you can go spend a bunch of money basically. But it's pretty cool. We stopped in there one time, just real quick. We didn't go for the day or anything, but was coming back from the Clash. We stopped in at Hershey just to pick up something. I can't remember what it was. Somebody wanted something, so we just went to the store, whatever. Georgia Aquarium. That's cool. Oh, Syracuse, New York, which is it's an hour east of us. They have an aquarium being built right now, and it's supposed to be pretty good sized. I don't think it's not huge. It's not like one of the biggest or anything like that, but it's supposed to be pretty good sized. So that'll be fun. It's going to have a lot of freshwater fish and stuff, and a lot of native fish from the area and stuff. So I'm really looking forward. When that opens up, I will definitely be taking a little bit of a trip over there. More like a museum, World of Coca-Cola. Slime museum too. That's fun. The kids will enjoy that. I know they're getting older, but still, I think I bet they're just the right age for that still. It is so nice outside today. It's only like 50 something degrees. Hold on. The weather will come. Here we go. Weather. Oh, unavailable. All right. Weather data unavailable. All right. Oh, that's because I'm in the process of rebuilding the weather. I'm doing an all-in-one with this Raspberry Pi 5. It's going to be the website and the software that runs the weather, that pulls from the weather stations. I also got this, which will let me pull data from one of my other weather stations that has proprietary software. So it'll let me pull data from that, but this will also let me read our smart meter. I can read some of the ship data, airplanes. I mean, it's really cool. These software-defined radio. That's what the SDR is. World of diabetes. I think I said hi to everybody, right? There's only the 5 of you. 86 here already. It's 50 degrees, I think. I mean, there's a breeze. I got the windows open. I mean, we open the windows as soon as the nighttime temperature is right around 50 degrees, then the windows are just open the rest of the year until it gets below 50 degrees at night. But I think it's only going to be like in the 50s today. Yeah, it's 54 degrees. 54 degrees, 30 degrees cooler than there. We hit 80 once this year. One day, I think. No, that was 2 days. And those were very, very close to record highs. But since then, I don't know that we've even hit 70 more than once or twice. This week we'll hit 70 a couple of times, right around 70, but that's it. That's it. And it'll stay that way probably. Well, this year I'm thinking it'll stay that way probably through middle of July even. It is going to probably be a super El Nino, which won't really take effect until later in the year, but we're already starting to see some of the effects of it now. So mid-90s, but overcast the past couple of days. Currently 66, so that's a nice break, right? Are you California, Sam? I can't remember where you're at. You're out west, right? Out west. That's a good Tom Waits song. But there are no bad Tom Waits songs. Let's see what's been going on. So we talked about vibes. Nothing really different here at home. Everything's pretty much the same. Animals are all doing good. Fish are doing fine. No, haven't lost any. Haven't bought any. Everything's doing good. J-Mac, Mr. Boston himself. What's up, man? J-Mac has been around a long time. Northern California, okay. I haven't been to Northern California. I've been to, Anaheim, that area, Barstow. I've been all over Southern California, but I've never gone to Northern California or the Pacific Northwest. I've always wanted to. It's on my bucket list, but now that's never going to happen. So I've always wanted to go there. That area, Northern California, and the Pacific Northwest. Would that just be called the Pacific West? It's not really the Northwest. It's sort of right in the middle. So fish, again, my pond I lost all the fish in the pond. This is the second time that a de-icer, second time that a de-icer has just died on me. They only last 1 year. And the second year, both of the ones I got died. One of the second one I got, I don't know the brand. It was a gift. The first one was a Tetra one. I mean, it should have lasted more than a year, but both of them died the second year. So maybe they're meant to be in bigger ponds or something. I don't know. I don't know what would cause them to fail like that. But so I have no fish in the pond at all. Lots of frogs. This tank, the Tiger. Damn it! How come I could never remember what the hell they're called? Dr. Ted gave me some floaters. They've got leaves about that big around. They've got like a tiger shape or a tiger motif design on them, markings, stuff on them. And it just took over. It just took over in that tank. I'm going to have to take a bunch of it out. If we did have a clash this year, I'd probably bring a bunch of that to give away too. But oh well. Is what it is. I am going to miss you guys this year though. This would have been was this our 5th year going? This would have been our 5th year going. Yeah, we went, that doesn't sound right. 4 or 5 years, whatever. We won't be making it to any of the events this year. Yesterday, Dee Dee! Hi, Dee Dee! Oh, I've missed you so much. I watched a short the other day of us when we live streamed together one time. It was just a clip, and I was like, man, I miss that lady so much. Yesterday, a juvenile Baltimore Oriole was right here. There's a grapevine on the house right here. Actually, I cut it way down at the ground this year. I took my little chainsaw. I've got one of those, little chainsaws, and I cut down all the grapevine because it just got huge, and it's not good. We didn't care if it did damage. Oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. We didn't care that it was damaging the siding on the house because the siding has to be we have that old clapboard siding and it all needs to be replaced. So I didn't really care that it was damaging that, but it just got too big. But anyways, there was a Baltimore Oriole right here, a juvenile, and I've never seen a juvenile. It was more of a yellowish color than orange, downy head. It was brownish. But the song was very distinct. The Baltimore Orioles have a very distinct song, and it was right there. And I picked up my phone. I didn't want to scare it because the window was open, and it was. I mean, I could have almost reached out and touched it. Probably if I would have leaned over, I could have. But so I picked up my phone to try and get a picture or video, and it flew away. But I have been hearing a lot of Baltimore Orioles, which is always awesome. They're one of my favorites. I mean, they're a pretty common bird, but their song is just so melodic compared to most other songbirds. It's so liquid, so fluid. Yeah. So I think that would have been your 6th year because it would have been my 5th. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah. Because we did go the first time for us was the next year was when you guys went. Okay. That makes more sense. That fits in more with what I was thinking, Jenna. And a lot of you are going to other events though. What other events are out there? I mean, I know we can go look on the Discord and see there's a whole section there of singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." No, it was not, but it was still a beautiful song. J Mac, you're a baseball fan. Did you ever listen to Harry Carey that was one of my favorites. Harry Carey was an announcer for the Chicago Cubs and Cincinnati Reds, maybe at his beginning. I can't remember. He did another team first. Harry, you whore. Hoary Carey. He did. Anyways, he was a longtime Chicago Bears announcer, him and Steve Stone, back when I watched baseball a lot. And the 7th inning stretch with Harry Carey singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" was always a special event. Always. I got to meet him at a Cactus League game, and I had him sign a baseball and stuff. And these older women came up, and Harry pretty much just shoved me out of the way to get to these. You know, I did have kids at the time. I was probably 30s. I don't know, maybe in my 30s, young 30s, maybe. But he basically pushed me out of the way to get to these two older women. He didn't know them or anything. They were just women. And he just, oh, look at these lovely ladies. And he just like basically, you know, he didn't shove me, but he just brushed by me really fast to go hit on these old women. I was like, God damn, Harry. Reel it in, buddy. He was a drunk. He really was. And to be honest, there was a lot of stuff he said that was racist. He wasn't without his problems. He wasn't. But, you know, I still loved him. Steve Stone had a restaurant out there in Arizona too. Stone, what was it called? Steve's. I can't remember what it was called. Stone. We got to go. Daniel, brother Dan's here. What's up, Dan? I was thinking about you a while back. Oh, because I met somebody who was in Spain, and they were talking about maybe it was the Iberia ham or something. I can't remember what it was. Anytime I think of Spain, I think of you, brother Dan. It's good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Hope you and the kids and everybody are doing good. All right, so fishy fish. You know, I've been thinking about, I just put away just a little bit ago, because I said it was sitting in the hallway forever, and Michelle's out there scrubbing the floors and stuff right now. I'm sitting here on my ass, and yeah, more of a morning delight, but whatever. Nancy B, hi. Hi, Nancy, it's good to see you. You're right. Yeah, it's not even noon yet. I mean, I was going to hold off, and I was like, I'm going to stream today. I'm just going to stream today. It's been a month. I try to stream about once a month. You know, it's my time of the month, so I thought I'd share it with you. Michelle's out there scrubbing floors and stuff, and I had an aquarium in the hallway, so I still have the gravel Echo Wit Eco. No, that's my weather station. Oh my God, what's the gravel called? The Eco? Oh my God. See, that's how out of the loop I am. Rico on the rag. Well, you know, as you get older, as men get older, you know, they lose a lot of their testosterone. I'm feeling, yeah, they're feeling a little tender today. Feeling a little tender. So anyways, I've got that it's a 29 gallon, and I was thinking, man, I don't have any shrimp left. I have no shrimp. I was thinking about setting up a tank for shrimp. I have a 20 gallon over here that's still on the shelf, and I was thinking about taking it down. It's my original. It's the first tank that I got when I got back into stuff. Well, that's not true. I had a 10 gallon, but then I got a 20 very quickly. But I'm thinking that 20 gallon even would maybe be a good shrimp tank. Neos. You know, again, we've got super hard water, so I don't want to jump through all the hoops to get softer water. So I really think men. I just read what Nancy said. I really think I need some shrimp. I always enjoyed having shrimp, and I have none right now. The last colony I had, I didn't take care of very well. So, do men start menstruation at the same age women stop? Finally, Justice. That would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, but I think you'd see even more late-term divorces, though. You know. Yeah. Let's see. So, yep, Anthony's moved in. He's all good there. They only get to beach in one. Yeah, but we do that our entire lives, right? Um, the, the kids, my daughter and her husband, are definitely getting Grandpa's house. They've been living there just, as a rental. He's out west in Arizona. He's not coming back. He's 97. I think he just turned 98. I could be wrong. I always get his age. He's up there. He's in his late 90s. Dude, brother Dan, I did not even know. Still dealing with cancer and heart issues. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Doing better. 7 months in rehab so far. Might be go home next month. Miss you too, buddy. Man, I am so sorry, dude. God, I'm such a shitty friend. You get out of the loop so easy, man. I should do better at communicating with my friends. Man, I haven't sent Steven a message in months. Last time I sent him a message, I was asking for something. Such a shitty friend. I'm sorry, brother Dan. I hope you get through it fine. I hope might be going home next month. Man, 7 months. 7 fucking months, and I didn't even know. I hope you do get to go home next month. I hope you're doing better, man. I'm so sorry. I did not know you were dealing with all of that. God, I just need to do better at communicating. I suck so bad at it because I get all in my head. It's all about this. It's all about everything going on here. And I don't communicate with my friends because they've got stuff going on too. But it's no excuse for me. The kids, they're getting Grandpa's house. They're buying it now. So that's really cool. They've got a contract written up and they're going through the loan process and everything right now. Although I'm not sure exactly how it's working. I don't know all the details, but excuse me. A little sip from that barrel of water. It is a barrel, isn't it? This thing is so old. Kids got me this for like Father's Day, I don't know, 20 years ago. I don't know where the lid is, but you can see the discoloration because I used to always use it in the sun. It's even got this sticker on it. When I was super into Linux, I made those stickers where I used to work because I worked at a label place. Did not really let anyone know. Well, I'm so sorry, man. I just, I always considered you a friend, and to not even know that for 7 months doesn't mean I'm a very good friend. It means I'm not a very good friend. They might be getting Grandpa's house sooner than expected. Maybe they've got to get the process done. And I'm not even going to go there, but they're getting the house, and that's super cool because it's still going to be in the family. It isn't the house where all of there's 3 aunts and an uncle, but the uncle passed away. Because Grandpa is my wife's grandpa, so great grandpa, for my kids, right? But it's going to stay in the family, and they're going to keep one of the upstairs room. There's 2 upstairs rooms and a bathroom, and they're going to keep that available. So anytime anybody comes into town, they can stay there. They don't have to, because all of those people lived here for a very long time. They all moved away when they had kids who were older. They all had kids, either grandkids or, so they all have a lot of friends here and stuff. I was poking fun at Rico coughing up water. Yeah, I still got this coughing stuff happens all the time. Can't seem to kick it. I've had it for so many years now, and they just don't even know. So, anyways, what that means for us is that the very front of our house used to be our living room, and now it's storage for the kids. Anthony actually still has some stuff there too. I have to remind him, but Ariel has a shit ton of crafting stuff. So they're finally going to be able to take all of Grandpa's stuff, and they're doing a estate sale for them, and they'll finally be able to get all their stuff out of the house. I'm so looking forward to it. I am so looking forward to it. We can just have our house back and have all the stuff. So tendency to withdraw when things going on here with my family. I'm with you, Dee Dee. I'm with you. I mean, that's what I do. That's what I do. And I know a lot of people do the same. Nobody wants to be a burden on their friends. Nobody wants to, especially when it's long term. Like I talk to Zen Ginger. Actually, I talk to Zen Ginger more than anybody else now. We text, I don't know, often, and I'm just always complaining, and I hate it. There's never anything good to talk about, so I stopped talking because, man, it's like with Whip and Ed. I don't even talk to them hardly at all anymore because all I ever do is just bitch and moan. I can't talk about the good stuff. There is no good stuff. Kids moving. So yeah, I don't want to keep harping on the same shit over and over again, or the latest shit. You just get so tired of bringing people down, and people say, "You're not bringing people down; they're your friends." Yeah, but if it happens once in a while, you're good. You're supporting people. But if it happens all the time for years, it gets fucking old. It really does. Two ladies sending inquiries to check on me. I do appreciate them. I bet I know who at least one of those is. I bet I know at least one of them. Let's see if I can get. This guy's doing pretty good now. He's turned a corner. The Norfolk Island Pine. I can't really get him in there. Oh, and this Pothos. I was just gonna say he's doing great, but look, he is doing great though, because this guy was borderline. He was out in the living room, and he just didn't get taken care of very well. So if you had a period, you wouldn't be bitch and moaning. Yeah, I think I would though. I think I want to be bitching about that. But he's doing really good now. He's really taken off. He's turned the corner because it was hit or miss there for a while. I wasn't sure what's going to happen. My Boston Fern does not look good at all. He's really just struggling. I don't know what's going on there. He's just not looking good at all. Yeah, see, there's brown tip, just the tip. Look, another fallen like rain. And of course, this Pothos, I keep trimming this one up. I've cut it way up because it was just huge. But I cut a lot of the trimmings up and gave those to other people. He's doing pretty good. And then back here's another Norfolk Island Pine. That's what's up here. And there's a Monstera that's climbing it. I put them both together so that I could climb it. So never had luck with Boston Ferns. You know, I thought I would because it's so humid in here. They do like humidity, right? And it did really well for a long time. I think it's more me. I'm not really taking care of stuff very well. I just think it's. I don't think it's it. I think it's me. I feel that way about everything now. Yeah. Okay. We talked about Eddie. I had no plan again. It'd been a month, and I thought, I just want to check in with people and see how people are doing. Michelle said, you probably don't want to stream today. It's beautiful. And I'm like, listen, lady, I've got fans all over the world. You don't know who you're talking to. I did say that, but it was obviously joking. But there are people that live, all over the place. So yeah, it's beautiful here today, but it doesn't mean, it's beautiful everywhere. Could be crap in Ohio. Well, it's always crap in Ohio. It's not my favorite place. Yeah, okay. What else? What else are we going to talk about? I've still been doing a lot of the tech stuff as hobby. I don't. Did I show this before? I won this, and I still haven't put it together because I'm just having I'm struggling with stuff. This is a mini rack that I won. This is a power display unit up here, power distribution unit. And then these are for Raspberry Pis. You can fit Raspberry Pis in there. That's the small, this little mini computer. You can fit those in here, and I've got a bunch of them, so they'll be going in here. So right now, one's over here, one's over there, one's over. They're just scattered all over. There's cables all over there. What's up, John? What's going on? My Fish Tanks Aquatics. And look at that. There's Whip. Whip, are you streaming today? Are you streaming tonight or later on today? I won't be joining you. I'm not asking for that. I wanted to listen. It's been a while since I've listened. And there's I actually have an ulterior motive to listening. Anyways, so yeah, the Raspberry Pis fit in here. One of the mini PCs will fit in here perfectly. It's cut out for that mini PC that I have. I need to get a couple more of these. So this thing will be filled with these, and everything will be in one spot. So all the cables go away. It hides everything. Because right now, it's just a mess up there. I've got I've got 4 mini PCs, or no, they're not mini PCs. They're small form factor. Mini PC would be a tiny, little thing. These are a little bit bigger. They're still small. 4 of those. I got 2 laptops. I have, 5 or 6 Raspberry Pis. I've got a Switch. So there's just all the power that goes to that, and just everything. It's just a mess. It's just a mess, even if you don't use it. Okay, all right. Rico needs to listen to Whip's voice for Saturday night. I do need to hear his voice for something, but it's not. All right. Somebody said, Whip, that you sound like Alan Alda. Somebody told them that you sound like Alan Alda, and they could not hear it after that. And I was trying to think, and I was like, I didn't hear it, so I need to listen to your voice and see if you sound like Alan Alda. That's what it is. I mean, I do remember some of the voice stuff, like when you had the the frog in your throat that one time. I still think about that and laugh all the time. And again, the reason I found it so funny was because I've done that before. I've done that exact same thing. And the look on your face and how it came out, it just made me die laughing. It was almost as funny as Dee Dee with, it's clean, I swear it is. And then, of course, the thing that you said about Foxanne, when you meant to say she gives good hugs. That one was a lot of fun too. I think about those things every once in a while and I start giggling. I might be outside walking, and all of a sudden, like I'll take Wally for a walk or something, and I'm just thinking about stuff, in my head, and I'll think about something like that and just start laughing out loud. Walking down the street laughing. I must look like a fucking weirdo. Foxy's hugs. That one was funny. That was funny. I was like, he did not just say that. I mean, it's not the worst voice, but meh. Yeah, I didn't hear it either, but that's why I need to go back and hear it. Maybe it's something about your cadence or something about how, I don't know, but I'll need to go experience that for myself. So everybody should should go watch Whip this afternoon or tonight and see if he sounds like Alan Alda. That was mortifying. Yes, it was. You were so, your face was red. That was so much fun, though. I do miss those. I do miss them. I miss streaming with Ed. I miss streaming with you, Whip, and just everybody. But at the same time, I don't watch any YouTube. I don't watch any YouTube. I have not watched a stream or a short or anything on YouTube in maybe a year now. Whenever I said hi to somebody in a stream last time, maybe Steven and Jenna, that was it. I did watch me a lot of MASH. I do like Alan Alda. But yeah, I didn't hear it either, but I'll have to find out. So everybody should go listen and see if it. I have a clip of it. Is it on your channel? I mean, is it a published clip or is it just a private one? That was hilarious. So much fun. We have fun. Let's see. So yeah, I'm thinking about getting some more shrimp. Not some more shrimp, but some shrimp. I haven't had shrimp in a long time. I've got that 29 right there I could use, but there's a 20 over here that I think would be good enough. That 20 would be fine. The 55, yeah, you can't even see it. 55, all that's in there is the Xanatoka, the Goodeids, and one albino bristlenose pleco that I got from James Fish Room Fever 6 years ago. There it is. DD clip of her letting air out. Oh, I don't know that one. I'm going to go look at it. I'm going to click it over here. Let's see. That's weird to open it up in the app.
I need to release air.
I never saw that one.
I need to release air like that.
3 years ago. Do I not remember it? Dee Dee fell right off her.
I need to release air like that. I just.
That was hilarious. Fell right off the damn chair. Oh, Dee Dee. I wonder how Mr. Kaler's doing too. Grumpy Mike, is he still with us? Sorry. Let me get rid of that. I got distracted. That's some funny stuff right there, though. That's some funny shit right there. It's still not as good as It's Clean, I swear it is. At the time, Ed didn't know what was going on. I don't think he heard you. So he had no clue what was happening, why I was laughing so hard. Yeah. Still, just that kind of fun. Doing the tech stuff, and I've been, you get into other communities, and man, I don't know if you guys know how lucky we are with the community that we have, and how supportive. And yeah, I know that shit goes on. I know that there's assholes out there, and I know bad stuff happens from time to time. But generally speaking, the community is so much more supportive and inclusive and welcoming compared to any other community I have ever been a member of. I know I've said that a million times, but I mean it. Stuff I'm doing online right now that sailing the pirate seas. The community there, just there's some nice people, but there's also just a lot of assholes. Just assholes. People that are just miserable and just take it out on everybody around him. Anytime anybody says anything, there's somebody that's just, telling them how wrong they are and how stupid they are. And just, oh, it was a broken chair, just trying to get through until, okay, gotcha. You haven't heard from Bob Cato in a while? I see him on TikTok, or friends on TikTok, but I haven't reached out to him and talked to him. I mean, Whip, when was the last time you and I talked? What, did we talk this month? If we did, it was like at the beginning of the month. I was thinking about that yesterday, about how I hadn't sent you a message in forever. That's because the person that texted me, Mark Hess. What's happening, Mark? Video games bring out the worst in people. Yeah, especially competitive stuff. But maybe that's the thing. People just feel like they have to compete. And so we're not competing in our community. We're supporting each other and helping, people keep fish correctly and having some fun. And, there's no competition to speak of. I mean, there is. You go to every event and there's a competition, but it's different. It's just different. I agree with that, though, Mark. Video games, the communities bring out the worst in people. Like if you're playing multiplayer, people get very racist and homophobic and just everything that I'm against. You will hear 12-year-olds screaming and 45-year-olds screaming. And it just, man, it is, it's, I'm not interested in that. I maybe because I'm not a competitive person. I'm really not. Michelle says I am, but I don't see it. I don't compete with people. I'd rather support people. I'd rather have people enjoy being around me. But also, I'd rather be a positive impact on people's lives. Instead of hurting people, instead of being a negative impact. I really, Fish Tank Dad. Yeah, I remember, Mark. Yeah. Long time since I've been on a live YouTube stream. Well, thanks for coming in here. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. I do remember, because I remember you from Fish Fam Christmas, I think, the first time, because we didn't really know you, but you won something. So then we started seeing you around all the time. Yeah. Forgotten Seas. I haven't seen that one. Pirate sailing game. It's fun. It's half price currently. Forgotten Seas. That sounds familiar. I'm playing Eden Crafters right now. And I'm having fun with it. It's a lot of fun. You crash land on a planet, and it's a survival game, but it's also a building game. Like you have to get ore to build this, to build that, and there's all these different types. And there's the planet I'm on, it's got all these different islands, and you have to. Certain islands are super cold, so you have to have equipment to be able to survive there. Some are super hot, some have radiation, some of them are just rocky, and you have to build the stuff to terraform the planet. Obviously, the terraforming happens super quickly, but still, it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Eden Crafters. It's the best game that I've played in a long time. Pirate survival space building games. Eden Crafters, you should take a look if you're interested. I don't know what platforms it's on. I'm playing it on Windows or PC, but I don't know what other one. A little bit like No Man's Sky, yeah. No Man's Sky is much bigger. There's a lot more to it. There's a whole universe, right? Killer Kitty. Oh, you're always a positive impact in my life. Thanks for popping up while I'm stuck in traffic. That was nice of you. Well, I knew you were going to be stuck in traffic, Holly, so I thought I better stream so you have something to listen to. And thank you very much. I'm only a PC gamer. I used to play on my Xbox all the time, but I haven't turned it on in I don't know how long. This is the first game that I played on my PC in a very long time. A very, very long time. But yeah, No Man's Sky, you got the whole universe and there's that whole big story. This is a lot more focused on more on the building. You have to build a survival you have to have a home, you have to have mines, you have to have this and stuff, but it's all on one planet pretty much. It's clean. There it is. There it is. Everybody go look at that. Everybody go watch that real quick.
They're too weak by the time they come out, so they won't be able to do it.
Well, it's like they get a choice: hold my head up or go in the hot.
Well, what you could do, you could just use a hot box as your office chair, and that way they shut it up and you cut some little holes out so you can tie, cut some little holes up for your arms, and you can just be supported by the box.
You should probably stop saying hot box. They'd probably be really sad.
I've had a hot box probably pretty much most of my life.
It's something actually different than that, even. It's something even different than that. I don't know if I can handle the smell.
It's clean.
It's flaming. They're too weak by
Oh my God, it was beautiful. Oh, it was beautiful. And excuse me, I don't think Ed had realized, because when there's a bunch of people on a panel like that and people are laughing and talking and stuff, it's hard to hear everything for the people watching and for the people on the panel. But I don't think Ed heard what was happening at the time. He later on he did, but I didn't think he heard at the time. So I think he peed a little. I laughed so hard because that clip cuts off, but that went on for probably a good 10, 15 minutes. I had to turn my camera off. That's like back when Ed was building the stalagmite, was it? Stalactite or stalagmite? I can't remember which one he was building, but he was making that out of clay. and he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. And James and I were on the stream with him, and both of us, I think, had to turn our camera off. I was just laughing so hard, and same with that with Dee Dee. That is one of my very favorite moments in the Fish Fan. I'm trying to figure out. There's a truck backing up. I'm getting a beep beep beeps. Oh, okay. It's the water guy. A lot of these little cottages, people don't live in year round, so they just have a cistern, and we have a water guy who he'll come out and fill up the cistern for like $40, and that'll last you for a while. We've even had to use it for our well. There's been times we're at the top of the hill, and we have a dug well, not a drilled, and drilled. So we've had to use him almost every year, at least once. He'll come out and fill up the well, which is weird to me because you think the water would just disperse into the aquifer. Aquifer. People got so mad at me because I used to say it aquifer because it made more sense to me, and that's how I'd always heard it. Aquifer. Aquifer is like what beavers have. But it's $40 and it'll fill up the well. This year, I don't think we're going to need it though, because it's been super wet. Because of El Nino, it makes this area cooler, and more precipitation. Wintertime, it actually makes us warmer and more precipitation. But the lake is almost flood level. It's almost up to flood level. Almost up there. Kitty is one of the most positively impactful people I have ever met. And Whip, I will agree with that, because again, you know that Holly has to have bad times. Everybody does. You have to know that she's had something that makes her angry, sad, whatever it is. Everybody has it, but I can't even imagine seeing that on her face, because I've never seen her be anything but happy and smiling. And that lifts people up. When you're around people like that, that lifts people up. And I'm not saying, ooh, that was a blue jay. Sorry. I'm not saying that, you know, everybody should be like that, because we can't all handle our adversity. And again, maybe she has those times, but they're hidden more. But I agree that she's always just been super, super happy, super nice, super supportive. All right, let's watch this other clip. Which one's this one? Is this the?
I don't know if any of you, either of you caught her scream, but she's saying, I don't like to be touched, but she gives really good head hugs.
Oh.
Good.
Is this a fish channel? And thank you, Dee Dee, for all those. That's fucking hilarious. That's so funny. That I laugh so hard. And you know, it was nice that you know, Foxanne obviously knew he was joking, and not that he was joking, but that he didn't mean to say what he said. He you know, that was funny. Yes. Let's see. So what else? We talked about Vibes again. For anybody who doesn't know, as I'm sure you guys all know. I'm out of the loop. You're not so much. But Vibes passed away. Eddie passed away suddenly. That was, you know, when somebody's been ill for a while, you can sort of get ready for it a little bit. I mean, you're never ready for it, but you could sort of steel yourself. You know, you could sort of be ready. But when somebody just passes away suddenly like that, from such a, I mean, it's shocking, you know? And again, I was not super close with Eddie. I always liked him, always enjoyed his content, I considered him an acquaintance. Again, that's on me. Every time I was around him, he was a lot like Holly. He was always super nice. I never saw him get upset. He was always laughing and supportive and stuff. We just weren't super, super close. But still, it was shocking when he passed away. And for anybody that just came in, Brother Dan has been in rehab for 7 months, and is hoping to go home next month. So many nice tributes for Vibes across several social media sites. Good. Stephen P., what's happening, my brother? No, don't. That's not. That's not. I shouldn't be saying that like that. Hi, Stephen. It is nice to see you, young man. You know what? I don't have any social media anymore other than this and TikTok. I got rid of everything else. I have no Instagram, no Facebook. TikTok is going to go away too. TikTok is, any platform is going to be pretty much the same when it comes to those types of shorts and stuff. None of them are better than the other ones, really, when it comes to that type of content. When it comes to posts, then I do see Facebook as being a little more heinous than other places. But TikTok, I don't care who owns it now and all of that kind of stuff. It's not something I want to support. But it's one of my favorite times of the day, because as I watch TikToks, I like them specifically to share them with Michelle at night. Before we go to bed, we're laying in bed and we'll watch some of the TikToks, and they're all funny or good singers or whatever it is. And it's my favorite time of the day, because we're just, we're talking about the stuff that we're seeing and we're laughing, and it's just, it's fun. It's good to, it's good to just spend that time with Michelle, just me and her, hanging out. And we do all the time anyways. I mean, every night when she gets home from work, we eat our dinner, and then we go sit and we watch a movie or a TV show or whatever. there's a lot of good TV out there right now. There is a lot of good TV out there. I got Zen Ginger to watch Shrinking, and I think it's a great show. It's funny. It's also very, very heartwarming. It's a bunch of rich people, so a lot of the problems are rich people problems, but there's still enough humanity there that it's a good show. I really, really like Shrinking. I think it's a great show that has a good message, and I will. I've laughed and I've cried, all of that stuff. Just like Resident Alien, I think that was a great show, even though it was like sci-fi, and there's people that don't like sci-fi. It's really not about aliens. It's about what it means to be human, but it's funny, so it's got everything that I want. I want something that's got a heartfelt message to it that's uplifting, or calls out something that's occurring, but also is funny. It's the funny stuff is, it is. You know what? I have none of that running. Hold on a second. There's a reason why that's there, Mark. I have none of that running. I totally forgot to get that going. I honestly don't know, Dee Dee, because I get my stuff elsewhere, so I don't know what platforms. I think Zenny said she was watching on Hulu, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what any platform they're on, because I have the soft. I just get stuff. Okay, so it connected. All right. Yeah, sorry, Dee Dee. When it comes to any of that, I just don't. I don't know. Except, what? Maybe that might be Apple TV. Because I see at the beginning of it when it starts up, Apple TV. That might be Apple. We have a ton of shows we've been watching. All right, let's go see over here. Marky Mark, what's up, pile? Thought about you the other day too, because I did a seek thing. I saw a new plant in the backyard. I didn't know what it was, some new weed that I hadn't seen before, and so I, did the seek thing. Actions. All right, let's see if. Oh no, that's not working either. Man, I did not get this stuff set up. Hold on, bear with me just for a minute. I got to get these other pieces of software running here. Okay. Is this one working? Here we go. Let's make sure this one works. There we go. That's Brooklyn Bells. All right. Brooklyn Bell. So it will be Christmas Day. All right, so that's all good. Apple TV. Yeah. Yeah, I just get stuff. I just get stuff. I don't know any of the platforms that anything is on. Software's so cool. The automation that's involved with torrent files these days is amazing. It is amazing. There is just, it just makes it so easy once everything's set up. Oh my God, I'm absolutely loving it. Brother Dan, I have a Roku TV that runs Jellyfin. That's the app that I use because we have our home media server. Jellyfin is the name of the server. It's running on just a mini PC, but then the TV is a Roku. It's a TCL Roku that's got that app, the Jellyfin app. Michelle also uses it on her phone. The app is, you can find it anywhere. So there's a way to set it up safely. She has a tunnel into our network here at home so she can be at work and at lunchtime, or maybe she just needs some sound in the background. She's focused on something. She'll put on a TV show on her phone and listen to it while at work as well. So Jellyfin is exactly like Plex. It's just free, and it doesn't have a $700 lifetime just to view your own content. And it's open source. It's open source. There are people that hate Jellyfin, that love Plex. One guy in this one forum, he was just adamant that anybody who didn't like Plex was only because they just wanted free shit. He didn't. It was weird. Jellyfin is it's pretty well fleshed out, but it does the same exact thing, and you can get a lot of. The other thing I like about it is Jellyfin has a lot of different clients based on what it is. Because on the Roku, I can also use Moonfin that has some different features that will allow me to get things and automate some stuff. Plus on Android, there's a few different clients you can get. But it works really well. Some people say they have problems with transcoding stuff. I don't. But everything I get, I run through this file flows software that brings the quality down, because I can't even see the difference between like 720 and 4K. I can't see the difference. So why have massive files when I mean, I've cut files from 65 gigs down to 3, and still to me, it looks just fine. So I save a ton of space. We don't have that much space. I've got about 20 terabytes total, and which that's a huge amount of space from when I was, when I was first getting into this stuff. That's a huge amount of space. A terabyte was a lot back then. My first video card was a 16 megabyte Voodoo Banshee, 16 megs. But I really like Jellyfin. Again, being the fact that they don't have any fees associated with it, the fact that it's open source, you can still do everything that Plex can do. So, yeah. You had a little Jim from Taxi in you there with that. I like Plex, but yeah, paying the stream for my own server is annoying. Yeah, that's ridiculous to me. That's ridiculous to me. I hate it. My son was a big Plex user, and he switched over to Jellyfin when they upgraded, when they raised the price last time. So it went from like $88 for a lifetime for that to like $259, and the latest one is $750 something. Just to stream your own stuff. And what I use to make things easier, there's a free tunneling network app called Tailscale. So I run Tailscale, and my wife can connect from work with a tunnel that makes it relatively safe. I mean, it's safer than just having it open to the world with a username and password, involved. This way, it's only through there. Same here, John. Yeah. If I have a choice, I will go with open source every time, and even more so now that all these laws are being passed around places where they want you to give them your ID to use the operating system. That's coming. The age verification stuff is coming. Well, I mean, Discord said they were doing that, then everybody got so upset they backed off from it, but. I mean, if you have to give somebody your ID to use the operating system, that's just another point of ingress for somebody to hack that database of information, and boom, it makes it so insecure, and it's such a bad idea. And it's always about save the children. Yeah, well, fuck those kids. I can watch your kids fall off bikes all day long. I don't care. It doesn't save the children. It's ridiculous. It's just another bit of control, and it's across the board. It's not one side or the other politically doing it. It's across the board. It's ridiculous, and we need to fight back against it. John, the only problem with using any of those is how do you get people to switch over to it? You know, Pyle, Mark, you haven't been, or you have been? I feel like you're saying you haven't been able to figure out Tailscale. It's really not too hard. You basically, you know, I run it in a Docker. I run it here at home, and basically it just makes a tunnel, right? And you get an IP address that you have to point to that service or server, and then the person on the other side, it's a VPN. That's all it is. It's a VPN, right? When it comes down to it, that's really what Tailscale is. It's just a different type of VPN to allow, you know, safe access, safer access. That's the thing, is nothing is safe. There's nothing that's, you just got to do your best to make it as difficult as possible so people pick the low-hanging fruit more often. Haven't been able to figure it out. Gotcha. You could always try using like AI to tell you what to do. Claude does a pretty good job with Tailscale. The thing that I always, when I'm in my prompts for any AI stuff, I always tell it to go look up the information and to give me the sources. And I know there's problems with AI too. I mean, everything going on with that. I mean, across the country, they want to put these data centers in that are using a ton of water, and our electricity prices are going up because of them, and other things. But so there's problems with AI too, but it does have its place. It does. The thing is, it's going to lie to you. Only on Fishcord on Discord, I'm on Fluxer for other things. Yeah, I don't really, I have Fishcord, and I have our home server, which I could switch over to something else, but I honestly don't want to host. All of my equipment is old. Everything I have is hand-me-downs. A lot from Matt Liquid Zoo. He gave me a couple of the servers. All my stuff is old. I can't afford decent equipment, so and I do backups and everything, but still, it's not a matter of if it fails, it's wins. So some things I just let other places deal with, like email. I used to host my own email server back in the day. It's just too much of a headache now, worrying about getting it locked down correctly and spam and everything. It's so much easier just to use like Proton. I'm the low-hanging fruit, so thanks for that, pal. No problem. No problem, Mr. Alda. Again, everybody go watch Whip tonight and see if he sounds like Alan Alda to you. Somebody said that to me. I didn't see it, but I haven't watched Whip in forever, so everybody should go watch him and see if he does sound like Alan Alda. You know who does a good Alan Alda? Bill Hader. Bill Hader does so many good impressions. I love that. He's one of my favorites. Bill Hader is one of my favorite entertainers today. I just absolutely love the guy. Everything he's in, everything he does, just his personality. I have a little bit of a man crush on him. Him and Patton Oswalt. Patton Oswalt is my other favorite. Absolutely love Patton Oswalt. That's somebody I would just love to sit down and have a beer with. We have so much in common. Well, other than the fact that he's a successful, smart person. I mean, but there we go. It was all. This is still not working. Why is that not working? The hell was that? Huh. This is a game. Mark asked about this because he hasn't been around in a while. Mark Hess, not Mark Pyle. This is supposed to be switching out with different stuff from What's Your Fish from Stephen and Jenna. It's all their artwork that Stephen gave me. And it's supposed to change. It's like Pokeball. You catch them all. But it doesn't seem to be. I didn't start it when I started the software. So it seems like something's disconnected. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's weird. Well, I don't know why it's not working. It should be switching out with different ones, and then in the chat, well, everybody else knows, but in the chat it would, like it'll be a fish here. They blocked VPN. Oh no, I didn't think. I know that that's a law they're trying to pass. Didn't he allegedly disappear his previous wife? Disappear? No, she passed away. The one who wrote the book about the killer, the Golden Gate Killer. Is that the one you're thinking of? She passed away. I find him hilarious. I think he's a funny man. His stand-up. He's a decent actor too, but I don't think that I never heard anything about disappearing his previous wife. I mean, she passed away. She had a long time illness. I'm all over the place again. AT&T Fiber. And they block VPNs. See, that's so messed up and it's so misguided. It's so misguided. They should be promoting VPNs. And it's people in politics getting involved in things they don't know about, like women's reproductive health. Things like that they have no clue about. It's the same thing. They shouldn't be involved in it. VPNs are a good thing and should be promoted instead of blocked. But now I got to go back to this. I don't know why this is not working. Huh. So maybe it's something just in that specific area or something? Maybe it's something just in Mark's area. Mark, you're in Texas, right? I mean, Louisiana, Texas. What's the difference? Sorry. They're both like, am I missing something else that would stop this from working? It's connected, and obviously some of it is working. I don't know. Oh, no, he didn't have anything. She had an illness for a very long time. And it was heartbreaking when he lost her. Him and his daughter were decimated. So yeah, I mean, rumors are always there. Stupid people say stupid things. But who knows? Who knows? It's Hollywood. Who knows what happened? But it didn't. I mean, she was sick, and yeah. I mean, I don't think there was ever any doubt. Maybe there is. Maybe I don't know. She deserved it. Oh, that's fucked up. That is messed up. This one didn't work either. All right. Well, I'm not going to mess with it anymore. But anyways, Mark, this sandwich right there should be switching to different fish. And then you have to catch it with a Pokeball thing. That is actually Steven's logo is the Pokeball. So, but the game doesn't seem to be working. Probably because I didn't. You sort of have to start the software in a certain order. StreamerBot wasn't up and running before, so maybe that is part of the problem. I mean, I have no pending actions. All right, let's try that and see if it comes up. I missed your sense of humor. Yeah, I get myself in trouble sometimes. Initial autopsy took several months to conclude. The sudden passing of an otherwise active 46-year-old. Yeah, but she had an illness. Inevitable online speculation, gossip blogs, and fringe internet theories. Whip. Get out of the fringe. Whip. Just because you don't like the guy, don't say he killed his wife. That's messed up, man. That is messed up. I'm telling Crystal. I'm texting her right now. I don't have her number. I don't have her number. If I did, though, I would have told on you. You thought this poor man killed his wife. And you're spreading rumors, saying stuff about this poor guy who lost his wife and his daughter lost her mom. You're a dick. God. I love you, Whip. I'm part of the problem. Viewers is all messed up too. It says there's 13 in here. This only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only has 5 people. So yeah, this thing is all messed up. And again, it might have something to do with when I started it. Usually you start it before. So 8675309. Oh, I dare you. That's not really it. That can't be. You wouldn't post it here. I mean, the area code's right. Sorry, hold on. Ah, you dick. Because I did. I texted. There's somebody out there going, and they're going to say, because I meant to put this as Rico, but it, autocorrect changed it to Rico Stan. So they're going to be like, who's this foreigner? Who's this foreigner texting me? Yeah, Illinois doesn't have that accent. I don't know what. I mean, they all sound like Alan Alda, all the people in Illinois. Don't call it. It is Rockford Police Department. It's 1404. Seriously, do it. Oh. That would have been funny, Jerry. Rockford Police Department. That, now I got to look it up. What if it really was? That would be funny. Um, Jesus, my eyes are killing me. That would be fucking hilarious. All right. I did. I texted. We'll see. Rockford Police Department. James Rockford? I will. I will. if she responds. If she responds, I will I'm going to tell her that you're spreading rumors about a man killing his wife, and also she needs to hurry up and come out to the truck. There we go. I said, she said, yeah, it's me, Crystal. I said, hi. Whip said, hurry up, woman. And he's also spreading rumors about a man killing his wife. I said I was going to tell on him. We lost a whole bunch of people. We're down to 10 people now. Man, remember, I remember it wasn't, I guess it was a long time ago now. It was a couple years ago when if there wasn't 50 people, I would get a little, I don't know about depressed, but I would get, I don't know, I'd feel bad. I feel like it wasn't a successful stream if I didn't have 50 people. And now these days it's, lucky to get 20, 25. And again, I get it that it's summertime. I get that I didn't, I didn't schedule it, so there's no notifications. I get that I'm, not really a part of the fish keeping community anymore because of my own, She said she's not afraid of you. He's a big teddy bear. There. Now I got her number. So when Whip is mean to me, I can complain, and she'll be on my side. The big streamers barely break 100 now, except Corey. Really? I mean, even in the this time of the year, or year round, like in the big times. You can't vanish off the platform for 2 years and bring a ton of people in. Yep. I mean, I do stream every month, but yeah, you're not a part of anything, and people just don't. Even my subscriptions have gone. I've lost about 500 subscribers over the last 2 years, I think. Yeah, which is not horrible. It's been slow, considering that I do maybe one live stream and one short a month. KG Tropicals was about 120 last night. Wow. That is crazy. I wonder why. I mean, part of the reason with YouTube is, man, they just keep pushing all this sponsorship stuff. I always felt icky. LJ, hello, lady. What's happening? Thanks for coming in. How's Pennsylvania today? I always felt icky with the sponsorship stuff. Those subscribers are probably dead. The 500 that are gone are the ones I have left. They just haven't canceled yet. The accounts haven't been deleted yet. I just hang out on occasional streams so folks don't think I've fallen off the face of the earth. Just gave up on it pretty much. And honestly, the only reason I do this anymore at all is the money. You guys give me money, and I like money. I'm just kidding. If that was the reason, I'd be fucked. No, is to just touch base with you guys, touch base with my friends, because I still do consider a lot of you not just acquaintances, but your friends and family. Some of you are family to me, and there's a lot of you people that I absolutely adore and absolutely love, and it's even though I got my shit going on, you're super important to me. And so I just want to touch base. Oh, Whip, you said that you guys were leaving at noon. So that's another, 10 minutes? So quit lying to your wife, Whip. She's very important. I think I like Crystal even more than Whip, to be honest. Oh, really? Nobody wants to turn in because they won't want to cancel their channel. I don't think anyone here. Yeah, that was a joke because the money thing was always, that was a joke. Because that was always something, we had the people that said everything I did was because of the money and stuff. And let me tell you, except for a couple of months that, were special, it was never any money. And what money there was more than I deserved anyways. So, but Whip, I get that. And that was another one that I didn't really know her that well. Foxanne told me about her. I knew her name, but I didn't know that much about her, and that was it. So I do it for the money too. That's why you keep it clean, right? Yeah, Whip. You're telling your wife to hurry up, and she said, you said you were leaving at noon. Well, in Illinois, it is 11:51, and when we were talking, that was quite a while ago. So quit being a dick to your wife. She's not deserving of that. She deserves far more and far better. So be nice to Crystal. Okay? That is one of my favorite couples there, though. Brian and Crystal. We've hung out a few times. Whip's always trying to get me to go to San Marcos. We can't afford it, but even though he's paid for everything, but hanging out with those guys, it's just like Stephen and Jenna and Foxanne and Brian and Zenny and Mikey. I'm just saying the couples there. It feels so. You guys, a lot of you guys have been to events like Mark there. What's up, Mark? Xanadude. You meet these people face to face for the first time, and you already know them. You're meeting them for the very first time, but yet it feels so natural, like you're meeting them again for the first time. You know what I mean? You're hanging out with people that are already great friends, but you just met them. You know, like Marky, like Dee Dee, like all you guys I've been lucky enough to meet. And that's really why I was disappointed about the Clash. I don't want to go into all the stuff that involved with all that, but I was still disappointed that it wasn't happening this year. And you know, we're not going to go. We can't afford to go anywhere this year. But I'm hoping that next year it does. A different event happens. Nancy B. And where are you guys going again? It's the I see it on the Discord. What's it called? I forgot the name of the event that you're going to. It's not the Cataclysm, the catfish one. It's the bees. It's got bees in the name. The bitch brunch. No, that's not it. It's but barf. No, that's but I can't remember where you guys are going. It would have been a pretty light group of people at the Clash this year if it would have gone on anyway. Yeah, that's true. But as long as you guys were still there, you know, that'd be okay with me. Nancy's bash. Yep. Bluegrass bash. See, I knew there was bees in there. I couldn't remember what it was. In Kentucky. Gotcha. Yeah, and I know a lot of people are going to that, right? It's going to be Clash-like for the East Coast. I know a lot of you guys are going. I see it on the Discord. A whole bunch of people are going to that. Whip, though, you're right. As soon as I saw you that first time, it was like, yeah, Skipper. When I met Skipper the first time, other than the fact that I walked up to him and he goes, "Damn, you're big," because he thought I was a little guy. And I'm not a big guy, but he just thought I was, you know. And yeah, just like that. Vinay, we hung out that whole weekend, and just felt like I knew him, and I love that feeling that you can meet people online and form these real connections, these real friendships, these real things that matter a lot. And then when you actually do get to meet those people, I personally have never had it go bad. Like I met somebody and was like, oh, you know, I liked that person before I met them. That's never happened to me. Every single time that I've got to meet somebody from this community, because this is the only place I've ever, no, that's not true. ACF, Asheron's Call Friends. That was on IGN. Well, they bought it out. It's a long story, but it's a forum. We did a meetup in Canada one time, and it was the same way there. These people that were my friends, we got to hang out for the entire weekend. I got super drunk. Sound familiar? And yeah, it was the same thing. People that I'd only known online felt like they were already friends, that I already knew them. I think it's a little deeper here, though, because that was just a forum. It was just text, right? We get to see each other from time to time. We get to see faces. We get to hear voices. And that's a big difference. It's never been bad. Every single person that I've met that I already knew at these events was better than what I thought it was going to be. Joy of Fish Keeping. I forgot your first name. Starts with a J. Hey, not Jesus. Jose, right? I think I'm second guessing myself. Going to the Clash last year was the best thing I've done in several years. Yeah, and it was so good to hang out with you. Latoya and I may go to OCA this year in Ohio, where everyone sells out their hotel rooms. Yeah, I've heard about that one. And that one's not crazy far, but Jose, it is Jose. You know what's funny, Jose? I said Jesus. The guy who owns the cottage right here that my son is renting, he lives right next door to us. There's a cottage right down the hill here. His name is Jose. Super nice guy. He is a professor of philosophy at RIT, and he's lived all over the world. He's got some great stories. He spends most of his time in Mexico now. That's where he's from, but just an awesome guy. I love him. But the first time we ever had a long conversation, I was calling him Jose, and then I switched to Jesus in the middle, and he never corrected me. And then when he left, my daughter pointed out to me, she said, "You realize you started calling him Jesus?" And I was like, "Oh no, really?" And I was mortified. Not as bad as Whip saying that about Foxanne, but pretty close. And so the next time I saw him, I was like, "Dude, I have to apologize. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was doing it. I'm so sorry." And he goes, "Don't worry about it, Rock." My name is Rick. And he called me Rock every time after that. Every time after that, he called me Rock. So, hi, Jose. Jeremy said the OCA has super affordable hotel rooms, which is nice. See, that's what I hope wherever the next one is here that is Clash-like, even if it's a Clash again, whatever it is, I do hope that they are in a place that's not too expensive. I was really hoping that Albany, New York would be on the list because it's very easy to get in and out of. The airport's right there. It's not a massive city. But there's a lot of event places in Albany. It again, very easy to get in and out of with all the different freeways coming into it. It's not super far for, all the people on the East Coast. It is a little bit farther than the Clash for people down south, but not a great deal more. And it's easy for me to get to. It's only like 3 hours from us, so. I was hoping that we'd get there. And I hope that whatever the event is not any farther than the Clash was for us, because 5.5 hours would take us about 8 because we stop so much and everything. So anything farther. Scranton, PA. Scranton's a little bit closer. Scranton in April, though, does not sound fun to me, right? Scranton in April. Scranton in late May, early June would be cool. But I don't know. April seems a little early. I mean, we still get snow in April. Most of the time, we still get snow in May. I think we did get a little snow this month, not a lot. Anyways, Whip, I missed. Oh, Daniel said, I wanted to go to Clash last year, but I got sick at that time. Still looking forward to meeting everyone. Yeah, man, you're on my list, the short list of people that I really want to meet. And I hope we can get someplace, and I hope you can get to a better place health-wise so that you can make it to one of these events. Damn. Only time I struggle is when Zenny walked in the room and I really saw her with my own eyes. I felt like a deer in headlights. They don't say meet your heroes because they don't let you down, but it turns out that's not true. Oh. Oh. Never mind. Zen ran up to me and hugged me. Had no idea who she was at first because he'd never seen her face, only her awesome modding. There's Zenny. Zen, I started early. We were just talking about you. I started early today. I didn't know I was going to stream. but it just hit me. I felt like it around 10 o'clock this morning. It's 1 o'clock now, but around 10 o'clock this morning, I was like, you know what? I don't think I streamed in May. I try to do one a month now, but sometimes the mood just hits me. And Zenny, you need to go watch Whip tonight, because somebody told me that he sounds like Alan Alda, and I couldn't remember. So make sure you go watch him tonight so that we can verify if he does sound like Alan Alda or not. Whip, what time is your stream tonight? Jose said, I will miss so much seeing you all at the Clash. Was glad first time and meet vibes. Yeah. I mean, again, that was so tough. Mary Oliver, hello. That was so tough with Eddie. I mean, I was shocked. Zenny sent me the message about it. Whippy. I mean, when a young person that is that's healthy passes like that, it's just so much worse, 8 Central. Okay, so 9 my time. I might not make it. I'm not joking. At 7:30, Wally's looking at us going, what are you doing? Why are we not in bed yet? 7:30. We go to bed so early these days. We're both just exhausted. Mary Oliver, today was my fault that you wouldn't get the notifications, and probably recently it is, because usually the notifications only get sent out if you schedule the stream more than an hour. I think it's an hour before. Maybe it's only a half an hour. I can't remember, but if you have to schedule it plenty of time in advance, and if you don't, then the notifications just don't go out. And in this one, I scheduled it for noon my time, but I ended up going like at 11:20 or something like that, which I do too. So it's my fault that you don't get notifications. Wait, where was that? Jose said something else too. Often I don't correct people. In some areas, if you throw a rock, you're going to hit a Jose, Juan, or Jesus. Yeah. Not so much in this area. But I've lived in Arizona most of my life, so obviously a lot more in the Southwest, right? A lot more of your people. And I said this before, and I know it probably embarrasses you, Jose, but you smelled so good at the Clash. Yeah, I know it's weird to tell another man that he smells good like that, but I don't care. I was almost about to say something. I was like, "What is that? Are you wearing a cologne? Is it deodorant?" Because it was it smelled really good. I am very cognizant of good smells, which I don't even have any incense going, or my wax melt, because my bulb went out on the wax melt. Hold on, I gotta get a pack of take a nap. Some days I can take a nap, and some days I do. Other days I can't. I just can't do it. If I take a nap, I'll wake up surly. All right, where's my incense? Pussy. Shit. Hold on. Hold, please. 50 months. Wow. Wow. Hey, there he is. There he is. Yay. There's my buddy. Hi, Walt. I got to scoot over, buddy. I got to scoot over. Hold on. I don't want you to leave. Come here. You want to say hi to people? You want to say hi to people? Okay, okay, all right, all right, all right. Jose really did smell ravishing at the Clash. I'm glad you put an E in colognes, even though it is spelled wrong, sir. But I'm glad there's an E in there because otherwise it would say other people like some of the colons I use, and that would not be good. Come here, come on, come say hi. Come say hi. Come on. No, y'all done? Come here. All right. Mama's home today, so he don't want to hang out. 53 months. If I nap, I wake up and don't know where I am. You know, some days I have to take a nap. Like I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. There's a nap happening. I will just go in and. But other days, yeah. I think Wally's he's done growing. But I mean, he'll obviously put on weight as he ages. He'll be 4 this year, right? That's amazing. All right, what do we got? We've got, oh, good, it's my favorite. It's got my favorite. Huh, that's weird, Mary Oliver. Lets me know sometimes the next day that a live stream is on or halfway through, so I'm late or on the replay crew. Huh. Well, I do know sometimes it's my fault for sure because of how I do it. Excuse me. So we've got cedar wood, incense. Absolutely love this stuff. Absolutely love this. It's the rope incense. Handmade in Nepal by Incense Cottage, Kathmandu. That's why I'm going to Kathmandu. And it does. It smells like cedar. Oh, it smells so good. It's my favorite by far. It is my favorite. Oh, I don't have lighter. Hold on, I gotta have maybe one of the electric ones. Cock ass. Oh well, I guess I'm not. I took the lighter out. I have electric one. Oh, here's one. Is it charged? Nope. Oh well. Let's see. I gotta charge my lighter. These things are pretty nice. They're a little electric. You know, even though it's plastic, even though it's got the battery and stuff in it, it's still like I've had this one for like 2 years now. And for a you know, as opposed to just like a Bic where you're throwing it away after a short time, at least you're using this for longer. Oh. Hi, Mama. Michelle's outside walking. Wally. Toasty. It's never your fault. I'm always doing voices, Annie. You know that. I don't know why. They just come out. I don't even know sometimes. I didn't even realize I was doing something. All right. I crashed after Emily and Jody stream yesterday. I was so done you could stick a fork in it. Mary Oliver said she never, or she always takes naps because she never sleeps the whole night. I have that problem too. Now I did have a tincture, THC tincture, and that really helped. Although I found that I don't like, it's weird how, again, cannabis is legal in New York State, so I'm not talking about anything that's illegal, right? But I find it weird how the different types affect me differently. Like the tincture was a different kind of buzz, even though I don't do it for the high. It's still, you still get high. Than like the edibles. I think I prefer edibles the most. They also, it also depends on the strain, I know, but Wally sees somebody. He's still not socialized at all. Like when people walk by with a dog or something, or there's a running kid that comes by every day about 5:30 in the afternoon. We call him running kid. He's probably in his 20s or 30s. But he freaks out. If I go outside when that kid's going by, he just freaks out. He's like, "What? Where are you running by my house?" Like I can see him right now. He's on high alert. Man, I'm so sorry. Oh. All right, let's see if this is charged enough. Nope. I don't know how long it'll take to charge. I want some smelly stuff. Weed's legal in more than half of America now, and it should be everywhere. And unless alcohol is also. I mean, because I don't care what you say, it is far better for society as a whole than alcohol is. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. That is a fact. People aren't getting high and getting into fights and hurting people when they're high and stuff. And again, it still is an altered state of consciousness. So, but it's still better for society and for people compared to alcohol. Tinctures make me feel weird upon waking up, like a leftover. I didn't really get that. I didn't, but again, I don't do a whole lot of the tincture. You know what? Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to stand up on camera. Oh. I'll be right back. Oh. 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 All right. I had left the empty bottle out there. Tasted delicious. So full dropper is 50 milligrams, and I would do about a little bit more than half. Like I'd probably say about 30 milligrams, and that's good enough. That is enough to help me sleep. I would have lost money on the no pants bet today. I always have pants on or shorts when I'm streaming. All the time. I don't want to sit on my chair naked. No, it's just gross. It's a leather chair. It just I don't want my ball sweat on my chair. Is that over the line? So, but that's enough to put me asleep without a lot of after effect. And I know for some people in here, that's like nothing. That's like just they won't even feel anything from that. For some people. some people who make brownies, that would be nothing. But it was just the right amount for me. I don't know how much this was. My son bought it for me. He used to go to the reservation that's in northern New York, because that's where he used to live. But now they found a reservation not too far away, and so the prices are, the taxes and stuff are a lot cheaper. The products are a lot cheaper. So it's medicinal for me. I use it medicinally. I'm not going to lie, there's still that enjoyable part of it, but it really is so helpful with sleeping. Like, I'm out of it now. I don't have any, can't afford to get any for a while. So I will have trouble sleeping probably for the next month until I can get some more. It does that much for me. Poor Michelle. Now she's walking Pugsley. I have a bunch of incense, but I don't know where it's at. Been pissing me off for 2 weeks. I have an incense drawer over here. It's not a drawer. It's a container thing that the three of them lock together. And the whole bottom of it is filled with just different types of incense. And I really, man, this is just not, I don't know how long it's going to take. The rope incense, I mean, I have the cones. I have the cones that feed from the bottom too, because I have, like this, which is filthy. It's so dirty. You put the cone on the top, and then the smoke goes down like a waterfall. So I have those. I have the regular cones. I have the sticks. But I'm telling you, this incense is the best. The smell of it, just even like this. Oh, it just smells so good. It's so clean. Hey, I resemble that remark. Yeah. Ed and the brownies. So sorry I missed that. I think I was napping. Yeah. And you didn't complain about the brownies. No, the brownies were great. The brownies were great. And you said they tasted horrible. I didn't think they did. I mean, you could taste it in there, but I didn't think they were horrible at all. I thought they were very edible, and yeah, they did a good job. I would usually, I think I ate half of one. I think half of one of your brownies is what did it for me. So I was able to save them for quite some time. I put them in the freezer, and because you gave me a whole tray of them, and I didn't share. So they lasted me for quite some time, probably for a month. That's my goal, is to get something that lasts me for a month, so I don't have to worry about it. And I don't do it, I wouldn't say it's recreational at all. Like I take the tincture pretty late at night. Well, late for us. I mean, again, the tincture too, a lot of times, even though I hold on to my tongue, it can take as long as 2 hours to start to take effect. Whereas like an edible is usually about a half an hour for me. But the tincture, man, it would take sometimes as long as 2 hours before I'd really start to feel it. It was weird. But I would usually 5:30, 6:30 at night, so then if it's 2 hours, that's perfect. Mississippi hippie. We'll continue on with my water changes. We'll lurk. I just did mine. I don't think anyone complained about the brownies then. Well, maybe after. I kept telling Ed. I kept telling him over and over again. I still, to this day, every once in a while when we talk, which I haven't talked to Ed in forever, I will say, I told you so. Because I did. I told him. So there's Sherry. Good to see you. I have medical cannabis card nowadays. The concentrates, tinctures, and edibles makes my face swell while I'm asleep. So a lot of things do that to me. That is weird, huh? I wonder why. Medical dispensaries is way stronger than what friends give me. All goes a long way with medical. And here, there is no medical dispensary other than the dispensary. It's the same one you go to for recreational. You can use your card and not have to pay taxes. And I don't know if there's anything else, any other break. It costs like $250 to get the card. You can go to any doctor, and as long as you have, a need, which I definitely do. But I'm not going to spend $250, especially because it would take a long time for it to pay for itself if taxes are the only thing. The only thing that it gets you. But there isn't like a recreational dispensary and a medical one. They're the same place. It's just how you pay is different. And I think that's all. I don't think that you can get stronger or different types either. But I could be wrong. I honestly don't know. Edibles are great for sleep. Yeah. It's been a life changer for me. Now, look at me. When I was a kid, but the marijuana when I was a kid is nothing like today's, right? I mean, most of it was, skunk weed. Most of it was just, homegrown stuff. Sorry. So now it's way different, but it's been, a big part of I shouldn't say a big part. It's been a part of my life for a long time. Although there was decades there when I didn't touch it at all. Not at all. Can't believe Texas hasn't gotten on board. Well, I mean, we have medical and recreational dispensary. Two separate ones, or it's the same one? So you have a medical one that you go to? Which seems odd to me that they would do that. It seems like a waste of resources to make it two different places. Instead, they could just give the license to, say, a recreational one that passes any board certifications that they need to be medically licensed as well, right? That seems like the smarter way to do it. Man, this damn lighter still is not charged up enough. I guess I don't get any incense today. Fine. And I got to put it back in the bag and no incense. Stuff sent from Missouri, but they may be blocking it now. I tend to stock up when I order, so it's been a couple months. And that's the other thing I don't understand is if it's, well, that's because it's federal once it goes across state lines, right? That should get better as time goes on, should. I mean, I know we've got the one little bit that happened, but it's a long way from being where it needs to be. But you should be able to, if it's legal in one state and legal in the other state, then you should be able to cross state lines with it. It doesn't make any sense. North Carolina isn't on board either. I'm gonna be honest here. Any place that isn't on board with it is just from ignorance. There's nothing else. There's still because the government told us for how long? I mean, look at the Scared Straight videos in the 50s, right? And the story was always that the Rockefellers who did, paper products didn't want the hemp products, and that was a part of it. Even though hemp isn't exactly, that was a big part of it, right? Was to keep hemp down. So, but there's no reason, unless you also have alcohol illegal in your area as well. New lung fund. Everyone should do. Dude, thank you. I really do appreciate that. And I do need new lungs. That's what a big part of the problem is. Is I have so much scar tissue on my lungs from the RA. And that's a big part of it. And dude, thank you so much. I could just go get the lighter too, Zenny, that's out there. You know what? I am. Hold on. Louisiana be last. Keeping with tradition. And a lot of the places that claim to have religious reasons for no, never mind. We're getting too close to the political stuff. I try my hardest to stay away from it. I know some of my close friends are on the other side of the aisle from me. I still love and respect them. I have a hard time. No, we're not going to do it. I'll be right back. I am going to get a lighter, though. All the old man noises. I probably should have put it on the thing before I made it. There we go. Yay! Okay, what I mean. States be holding hands and trying to stop Green Rover from coming over. Green Rover. I like that. Send Green Rover over. Rover over. One needs doctor script card, recreational just needs driver's license. Oh. Yeah, I don't really get that. I think that they should be the same. Try, I don't know what that is. That looks a lot like the Roundup chemical, Mark. Are you trying to tell me to ingest Roundup? You fuck. I know that's not it. Is it It's not clearing my lungs. I have scar tissue. My lungs are covered with scar tissue because RA, does attack all your organs in your body. So my lungs are just covered in scar tissue, and that's a big part of it. And there are times when I will struggle, not just the coughing, but other stuff too. Yeah. You trying to poison me? Mary Oliver said liquor stores now selling THC drinks, alcohol content, and THC content. I don't know that I would like that, because sometimes, depending on the strain, the cannabis can make me dizzy, and couple that with the alcohol, and that doesn't sound like a good combination for me. Stop coughing if you stop breathing. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That reminds me, I saw the worst Family Guy. Peter and Lois. Lois, is that his wife? Lois. Yeah, Peter and Lois. Family Guy. The mom and dad are at a cemetery, and the gravestone says Peter Griffin Jr. And Peter turns to Lois and says, "I'm sorry, Lois. I thought that if I shook him enough, he'd stop crying." And I was sort of right. The baby's dead. I'm like, oh my God, that's horrible. It's so wrong. I double dog dare to give Rico all your money. It was so wrong, but it made me laugh. There's a Family Guy is just so wrong in so many ways, but I always enjoy it because it's just comedy. Serving size by THC content, and if you overlook it, 5 milligrams per serving, took whole drink, 5 servings per container. Big mistake. You had a fun day, Mary? Tried one of the THC drinks. Nastiest thing I've ever had. I haven't tried one. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look and see if they have those. I wonder, like a THC energy drink. That's the worst thing about it, though, is the dizziness, because like the first time I did the tincture, I did a full thing of it because I was like, and I had to go to bed early and I was super dizzy. That's the worst part of it. It's the dizziness. The dizziness is what I get nauseous, which is weird because a lot of people do take it for nausea, but I can get very nauseous from it. All right, I'm going to tell this story. I told it to Michelle for the very first time just the other night. So when I was in high school, I did a lot of stuff in high school. I did a lot of stuff, lots of stuff. And one lunchtime, I got too high. And I was in biology class right after lunchtime, and we were having a movie. And in biology class, we had two big desks, right? There was me and somebody else sitting at a desk, and they were all in a row. And there were, two people at each desk. And we're watching this movie, and it hit me just like that. And I threw up in my mouth. My cheeks were and a little bit dribbled out, and I was trying to hold it. I didn't want to come out and hit the table because then everybody know I was high. And so I had this in my mouth, and I forced it back down. Oh my God, it's so gross. I swallowed it back down, and I don't know if anybody knew. As soon as the class was over, I just got up and ran out of there, yeah, I just, my cheeks were full and disgusting. The Zorro, played by Michael J. Fox, trying to scratch the Z into the side of the building and laugh so hard at you. It was so wrong. It's Michael J. Fox now with his Parkinson's. He was on, that show Shrinking. That show Shrinking. He was on there for a little bit because Harrison Ford's character on there discovers he has Parkinson's and starts going through it. But Michael J. Fox is on there. That's tough, man. That's a tough disease, Parkinson's. Michelle's grandpa on her biological father's side. There's a lot of splits in the family, biological stepdad, all that stuff. But he had Parkinson's. He passed away from it quite a few years ago now. But he said the only good thing about it was he loved to go to the grocery store with a pocket full of change because, he'd get up there and they tell him how much it was, and he put his hand in his pocket, to get the change. It'd be like, $10 in quarters in his hand, and his hand shook really bad. So the quarters and stuff were just going everywhere. And he said the cashiers were always just, they were just, they made him so uncomfortable, and he loved that. He said he loved that. He said that was the best part of it. Family Guy episode 2. And he said he was a really good character on that show. Yeah. Pretty much playing himself. I like how you put it in quotes, right? Because he was just playing himself, really. Yeah. Zenny said, I eat 1,000 milligrams after all the years, but I do it for you people. I'm even more obnoxious without it. You're not obnoxious in any way. And do you ever, what's like the longest break to let your system reset? Do you ever do that? I'm sure you do, but what's the longest you go? What's the longest you've gone in the last few years? Burnt, like it did burn, yeah. Oh yeah, because all the acid and everything. And like I said, there was one little boop that came out, because there was so much pressure. There was so much of it, the pressure, and one little boop came out on the table, and I had to wipe it up. I didn't want anybody to know I was, I wasn't like, I wasn't very popular in high school. I had my friends. I had a mohawk. Not the whole time, because I had long hair too at some point. But yeah, I did have a mohawk, and at that point, I think I just had a blonde streak in my hair. My hair was a lot darker than it is now. It was brown, and I just had a blonde streak straight down. Skunk boy, everybody call me. Atkins, what's up? What's up, Eakins? Eakins. Is the coffee also for us? Oh. I think the coffee is for us, because if she didn't have it, she probably wouldn't be active at all. Walter. They're barking at something. Wally. Wallo. Walito. Dickhead. Lurking and working. What are you doing these days, Eakins? Where are you working these days? All right, somebody tell me a story. I wanted to go till 2 o'clock. But I'm running down here. I don't got a lot to talk about. Remember how I used to never be at the bottom of the chat? Like I'd always be 15 minutes behind. That was always my, I always felt like being 15 minutes behind in the chat was the perfect spot, because it's not too far, but it let me know that I was still looking at and reading all of your comments and interacting with you. And that to me is what the live stream, my style of live stream is for, is to interact with the chat. That's why the tagline is the chat, where the chat is the show, because the interaction is the important part to me. I don't want to just be up here and just talking at you. I'd rather, I do, because you can't, I could cut you off or ignore, so I still get to control the conversation, but I still can interact as I want. As Annie said, I've gone many months before and used to regular take breaks when I was on anxiety meds, but usually not long these days, and since I'm not on meds anymore, gotcha. Working at a Ford dealership, gotcha. Michelle yells dickhead with you or Wally show first. It just depends. It could be either one. It depends on how she says dickhead. Michelle, come down the hallway a little bit. Zen Ginger wants to know something. If you yell dickhead, will I or Wally show up first? You hear what I said? And? Huh? He will? Wally. She said Wally. Did he come in here? Oh, I didn't see him leave. She said Wally. But she was like, yeah, probably Wally. She wasn't like adamant. She probably doesn't usually call me dickhead. I'm sure she's got other names that I don't know about. She probably tells them to my daughter because they talk so much. Whip said hi. You hear me? Are you dead?
What?
Whip said hi.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh, hi ho. She's been busting her butt cleaning all day while I've been in here doing this. And that's not that's not like a rare occasion. She busts her butt all the time while I do nothing. She keeps everything going. She's definitely the glue for the family. I think like most moms are, but more so in ours. She does everything. She does everything here. I try to do laundry and dishes and stuff, and because I'm home all day, she's at work. But rarely do I do dishes these days. Our stairs are messed up into the basement. So I have to go out and around. So and it's very difficult to carry the laundry bag with my hip being the way it is and stuff. So I don't. Yeah, she just does so much. Of course, Wally would show up first. You'd be a dick and sit there for a moment or two. What? She talking to me? Wally in trouble. Call him Walter. And you know, just like with kids, that's usually the way it is. Like I don't call him Walter very often. It's usually Wally. But every once in a while, especially he likes to ignore me sometimes. Like I'll call him Wally, 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 and he just ignores me. So I call him Walter, and then he'll turn and look at me. Did you ever see Michelle just mumbling obscenities under her breath? That's your nickname. Say hi from Brother Dan. Brother Dan says hi too. Everybody says hi, Michelle. She said, I'm in the kitchen, man. I can't hear you. What you want? Everybody's saying hi. Dickhead. Dang, no Wally Rico appeared. All right, 17 more minutes. We're going to stop at 2, I think. And I don't even know if, you can go look on Fishcord and see if anybody else is streaming right now. There probably is. I don't even know who goes, I'm so out of the loop. I probably went over somebody. So if I did, I apologize. I'll tell her later, Mark, because she's in the kitchen. She'll get mad that I'm calling her back. Here, I'll text her. There we go. That way she doesn't have to. Oh no, she doesn't have her phone with her. How's the son next door doing? Or I missed that. I just mentioned that he's there. He's doing good. He got laid off. His company, he's an IT guy. He did remote work, and his company got bought out by another company about a year ago, maybe longer. And of course, they said, no, there's not going to be any changes, but they downsized. So he got laid off. He says he's okay, though. He got a decent severance package. He can get unemployment. He's got he got quite a bit of in his 401k that he unfortunately could pull if he needs to. But I mean, he just bought a new couch, so he must be doing okay. He doesn't get it for a couple of weeks, but he got a new TV and a new couch and stuff. So he must be, he must be doing okay. Money wise, I try not to pry. I let him know I'm here if he wants to, and we have been talking a lot more. I love that he's there. What I also love is that him and my youngest son, Aiden, have been doing stuff together, and that's great for Aiden because he doesn't have any friends around here. They're all online. There's nothing for him around here, although Aiden is working too. He works with Michelle now. So that's really nice. That's been really good for Aiden. Because before he was doing remote stuff here and there, nothing stable. And now he's got, a regular stuff. AI took his job. It might have, but I don't think so because of the level of IT that he was. AI is not there yet. I was an IT guy too for a long time, but he was making quite a bit more than I did at the end of my career, and he's at the beginning of his career. So he did pretty good. Hard to stay in the loop without feeling like you're trying to parent him. Yeah. And he's in his 30s. He doesn't need me to parent him. But I'm there for support. And a lot of times we're more like friends, at this point than father and son. And I don't really think that's a bad thing at his age, I love having him there, though. I really do. Like when the mood hits me, I get on the rider and I'll mow both our lawns. I love knowing that, because how much I hated the guy that lived there. He was just a dick. And pretty much everybody around here couldn't stand him. He's just one of those shitty people. You know, again, the very first time I ever met him, I'm not exaggerating. 5 different times he said, "I'm not a racist, but," and you know that started my opinion of him right there was bad to start with. But then everything he did, he just felt so entitled to do whatever he wanted and to take anybody else's stuff. And I mean, the neighbor over here, he went into his shed and took some of his stuff. And when he confronted him about it, he said, "Oh, no, I didn't take that." But the stuff showed up the next day again. It was back. I told you how many times he drove through our yard, and he would have his friends park their vehicles in our yard. And I'd have to go over and yell at him. I mean, just all the different stuff. The snowmobiles that he had, I had to go, you know, he asked if he could put some wood back there in this one section. And I said, "Yeah, that's not a problem. Go ahead and feel free to, you know, pile up, you know, your wood for your wood stove in that section." And then I walked by a couple weeks later and there's a bunch of snowmobiles in that section. And I was like, "Dude, I didn't say snowmobiles. I don't want your, you know, the oil leaking there. And I don't want, you know, you putting equipment on my property. You got to move them." And it took him forever. And I had to yell at him to make him do it. And he was a shit human being. And to have my son there now, the level of stress is way, way down, you know, just so much better. And everybody around feels the same way. And it's so funny because everybody has said to me, "You and your son are identical." They said, "He's younger than you. That's it. You guys are identical." And I said, "No, I'm much better looking." We can. Oh. I feel like that's what it should be. My kids still like me when they don't have to. Wait a minute. Oh, I hope my kids still like me when they don't have to. Oh, got you. When they're out and about. Yeah. Yeah, when they're out on their own. Yeah. It's super important. I have a decent relationship with him. I don't have the relationship with my kids that Michelle does. She's much closer to all of them than I am. And that's 100% on me. That's not them. That's 100% my fault. I wasn't the best father, but she was the best mother. I mean, she did everything, and she still does everything for them. And I wasn't the best. You know, when I was younger, I was a very angry person. I mean, I never abused them. I never hit them. I never, you know, any of that kind of stuff. But mentally, sometimes I know there's times when I was mentally abusive to my kids. I know that I did. And, you know, you can't make up for that. You just do better going forward and don't do it. But I know when they were younger, there was times when I let my disappointment in how they were acting be too strong. You know, it must not have been too horrible. They all talked to me, right? And they all, most of the time, wish me happy birthday or happy Father's Day or whatever, or, you know. But I know I could have been a lot better than I was. And I just hope some of them have grandkids or have kids at some point, so I can be a grandfather, so I can be better to the grandkids than I was to their parents. You can be friends with adult children. You can cuss out your friends when they do dumb stuff. Yeah, that's the. Oh, I sure don't miss the only stressful neighbor I've ever had. And he really was the only one we've ever had. I'm pretty easygoing these days with people. Like, you know, like if he had ever asked me, "Hey, I'm going to have a party this weekend. Do you mind if people park right here?" I'd be like, "No, that's cool. Yeah, you know, as long as it's not raining and there not going to be huge ruts in the yard and stuff." But yeah, that's not a problem. But he never once asked, except for the one thing, and then it wasn't even what he asked. If you got to tell people you're not racist, maybe the person trying to convince is really upset. Yeah, 100%. you should never have to say, I'm not racist, but your actions show. Your actions show. Leave AI alone. It has made me. Oh, Brookley Bell. Oh, that was weird. Oh, because I dipped out of the. That's so white on that camera. I mean, it's just so washed out. It made me several lovely songs and a bunch of cool art. And it's good to see you, Brookley. Got to go, Daniel. Expect your annual surprise package. You know what? Don't even worry about that. I do love the Spanish, the ham and the cheeses, but please worry about yourself, man. I hope you get home soon. Happy belated birthday. I think you said happy birthday to me on the Discord or something. Maybe not, because I don't have Facebook anymore. So that's where that's because Daniel and I share a birthday. That's usually where we said happy birthday to each other. And man, I'm pulling for you, Daniel. I hope you said hopefully next month, and I really hope you get home. And if you do get home in a month, can you just do me a favor and shoot me an email? Let me know. Post on the Discord, anything, just let me know. Get to show your kids what they could have had if life wasn't such a dick. It's good, so good to see you, Brookley. Hey, I saw a picture of you, Brookley, just the other day. It wasn't just you. It was you and Josh, right? I'm sorry, I'm out of the loop. And Stephen and Jenna, and you were all wearing my shirt. Was it the thing in Louisiana? Was it Aquashella? I can't remember where you guys all went, but the four of you were standing outside and you were all wearing my shirt, and you took a picture. And I see that picture and I'm like, it means a lot. Vanoski, here. Hi, Vanoski. Hope you're doing well. Tell me something good, Vanoski. Tell me something good. I've said that before. I feel like, you have been around a very, very long time. Longer than me, probably. But I really don't know that much about you. Aquashella Dallas. That's what it was. Yep. That picture, always, when I'm feeling down, if I look at that picture, you and Josh and Stephen and Jenna, it just always, it's heartwarming. Aquafest, I think, was where you met Stephen, right? Stephen and oh my God, the Aquatic Mornings, Jess. They went to the Aquafest in Louisiana, right? And that's where you first met them, and then you found out that you lived like 5 minutes away. Mental abuse is very tough. Yeah, I live with my mom, bipolar, horribly misdiagnosed, and bipolar as well. And again, didn't know until the last couple of years. I think maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I think around March was when, at first, my doctor didn't even diagnose me. She just said that sounds like, but yeah. Grown up died early, wrong meds and stress, not until adult, and now understand, miss her dearly. And, my parents are gone. We did not have a close relationship ever, like ever. Yeah. But the bipolar thing, that's tough. And I'm not going to use that as a crutch to say that's why I treated my kids how I did. And again, it was nothing horribly bad. I bet you if you ask them, they might each have something where they remember me being a dick to them. But I think most of the time they'll be like, no. They probably just don't want to tell me. Yeah. We always have Rico Days at events where we wear all our shirts. Yeah, that was at the Clash too. I have a picture of the first Clash that we went to with Degenerate. Oh my God. Trying to tip of my tongue. What's Degenerate Fish Keeper? Mr. Manifesto. Oh my God. How can I not remember his name? He's been at every clash. You guys will tell me. I can't believe I forgot his name. But him and a few people, Maria Z, Patty, they all wore my shirt too and had me sign it and stuff. And, you know, I think they were doing it more as like a joke a little bit. But still, Jason, thank you, Dee Dee. Jesus, yeah, Mark. How could I forget his name? We've had so much fun together, and but again, being out of the loop as I am, yeah. All right, 158. Anything to talk about? Is there anything you guys want to share real quick before I take off? Is there any events going on that you want to talk about? Everybody's going to go to the one in Kentucky there. Anything going on in your life that you want to tell people that maybe they don't know about yet, or anything real quick before I take off? And Brooklyn said, yeah, I was at Aquafest in Louisiana where we met, and I looked like a creepy lurker because I knew them, but they didn't know me. And I've had that happen to me just a couple of times. I was at a fish event in Syracuse, and a lady came up to me, and she knew who I was. And you know, she had seen my interview with, forgetting her name, Pennsylvania, Rachel O'Leary. There was one time at band camp. Dee Dee, yeah, Butterfly has a pic of you and her when she wore her Rico shirt. Yeah, that's a cool one too. That one always made me, that's a special one too, Dee Dee, because a younger person like that, like with Keith, Clicks Aquatics, his son, you know, young kid, knows his stuff, very intelligent, super nice kid, you know. So, and it's the whole family, Clicks Aquatics, the whole family. I really enjoy them. Whip has an awesome video of photos from the Clash. I want to pretend to make a blubbering mess to watch it. Yeah, I'm with you, brother. And you know, that's a connection that we have, because neither one of us are that afraid of showing our emotions. And you know, and too many guys today are afraid of that. I shouldn't say today. I think it's actually better now than it used to be. I think men are little by little understanding that we can show our emotions, and you don't have to lock everything up. You're not manly if you just button everything down. You know, we still have a lot of those manly influencers out there telling you that don't trust women. If you want to be in a relationship, you better keep control of that woman, you know, and those guys are fucked in the head, and they'll never have a good relationship as long as they think that way. I'm surprised she did it. Yeah, because she doesn't really like that attention or anything, right? Zenny said, I wore my Rico shirt to last Clash sing along and sat next to Rico, so Rico squared. No, you're so much better than me. Yeah. It's always, you know, where's Eric been? Eric Wyrock. I have not seen Eric Wyrock in forever. I missed his birthday this year. I hope he's doing okay. Does anybody talk to him? Has anybody seen him? I was just going to talk about, I've got that picture of Eric dressed in the full, you know, regalia. Is that the word I'm looking for? No, regalia is an event. He's wearing everything. He's wearing all the stuff. Emotions are for the weak. I never cry. Remember when you cried in front of Jason Adams? Yeah, I do. That one was bad. That one was bad. I cried in front of Jason Adams because I was talking about our community, and I was trying to impart to him, because I feel like Jason, while he is Fish Fam adjacent, you know, I don't think he probably is. Maybe this is my side. I feel like he just isn't a part of the community, maybe because his channel is bigger, but I feel like I always wanted to invite him more into the community. So when we were at the Clash the one year when he was there, I was starting to talk to him about what the community meant to me. And that was the year you guys paid for the entire trip for us. You guys paid for everything. And I was trying to tell him that, and I got all verklempt. I started crying in front of him. He didn't know who I was. He must have thought, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Chris Aquazone, what's up? There's a Clash guy too. Hi, Chris. We tried to get Eric to join a couple of things recently, but he didn't make it, so I do hope he's all right. I know twins are a lot, though. And he still loves to show those bottoms when he gets a chance. It's been a few weeks since we heard from Eric, but I did see him say hi in the stream yesterday. Oh, good. Good. I think about him often. He's another one of those people that just a joy to be around. Always a lot of fun. I think about the the balloon stuff, all the time. But I realized I had missed his birthday. I miss so many birthdays now. I used to be really good about sending people a message on their birthday, or if they had some type of event coming up. I even put stuff on my own calendar to remind me. And I know we have a calendar out there. You can go look on the Fish Fam calendar and see the birthday. So there's no excuse, but I still drop the ball all the time. So it's just what I do these days. I just need to be a better friend, but I just don't have it in me. And on that note, I think I'm going to go. We got to 2:00. Thanks, everybody. Always so happy and positive. Male version of Killer Kitty. And again, somebody who never has a bad thing to say about anybody, Eric Wyrock. I've never once heard him gossip. I've never heard him put somebody down. Always uplifting. He's an amazing person. He really is. That's the kind of person that I aspire to be more like. I definitely have gossiped. I definitely have put people down and definitely done the things that I shouldn't do. Kelly Foreman, I'm glad you stopped in. I miss you too, Kelly. Just about to step outside the garden. Glorious day in Fort Wayne. Hope you have fun. He's still Santa Claus in the Fishmas in July. Okay, so maybe he'll make an appearance for that. Well, if anybody does see him, just tell him I was talking about him and I miss him. I mean, I could shoot him a message too, but if you would. And Kelly Foreman, I miss you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you and Jake are both doing well. And it's beautiful here too. November 15th. Andy Carson, stopping at the very end. Thank you guys. I will see you when I see you.